I think people need to be able to have a place to go for the things that are going to happen. Let's walk over this way.
So people need to be preparing, where you're not just food-wise, but spiritually.
Definitely,
going to be
spiritually. I think everybody,
the biggest.
the way I would do it is this. First and foremost, make sure you're right with God. Get your spiritual connection right, get that done. That has to be first and foremost. If you're not ready to meet your Maker, then the rest of it doesn't matter. You know, you got to be ready to die. Secondly, I think you need to have food and water, obviously. Extra food and water. As this stuff starts to collapse, and we see the demise, you know, with the economy, everything, the prices are going to go up, the fuel's going to go up, so all the food's going to go up. And you're going to eventually start seeing a rioting concept. Now, throw in the possibilities or feasibilities of some sort of false flag nuclear event, or chemical event, biological event. You know, I almost have a tendency to believe that we're going to see something on such a catastrophic scale. Old plane out there. One thing, you need to be able to hide from everything, right? Anybody that wants all your food and water. Well, I don't know. But yeah, I would think you need to get ready spiritually. You need to get ready mentally. That's probably number two, because if you ain't got the mentality to say, okay, you know, I can live without electricity, or I can live without the computer or the games or the TV or all of that. The things that are important is your spiritual life, that relationship with God. And I'm not talking about just pretending. I mean, there's so many people out there now. That's why it's almost scary to call yourself a Christian, because all the Christians are pretending to be Christians. They don't have a clue, you know. They're no more Christian than a Muslim is. No offense to Muslims or anybody else. I'm just saying. And these people who profess one thing, it's why so many people hate Christians or Christianity, is because it's been so commercialized and misviewed and misunderstood and made, you know, I mean, it's a game, it's a joke. That's why there's going to be so many there in that day. It says, did we not do all of these things in your name? You know, stand before the Lord. Didn't we do miracles, and didn't we cast out demons and do all of this? And he's going to say, depart from me, you worker of iniquity, I never knew you. And that's the majority. You know, I mean, when the first destruction came in Noah, you know, there was 8 souls. And every religion has a Noah story, or that flood story. So that was carried on. And even when the languages separated and everybody went their way, you know, they carried that first destruction story, because most everybody that yeah, I mean, something like that doesn't happen. There's people all over the United States now, or all over the world, talking about the tornadoes in Alabama and Tennessee. You know, it don't take a whole lot, or the earthquake over in Japan. Well, imagine globally. It's not going to take a lot, you know, a whole lot to carry that through every tradition. That's why we all have that flood story. And scientifically, we can prove that, yeah, there was a major flood. So, I mean, we know that through geological surveys and archaeology and all of that, too. I mean, they've proven it. Anyway, neither here nor there. The thing is what's coming next is not going to be a flood. Oh, there's going to be flooding, but that's not going to be the majority. You see, there's one scripture in there, and in almost every religion, but in the one that I've chosen with the Christianity, you know, going back to the original stuff, and I'm talking about before King James got a hold of it. You know, even King James added some and took some out, you know, because he was a king, for goodness sakes, and needed to make sure. But I mean, there's certain words that were mistranslated. I'll put it that way. I think it's probably the closest you can get in the English language is 1611, but still, I think that you know, you really want to dig into the original Greek and Hebrew. If I wrote you a letter in German and you were French, and he translated it in Spanish, you know, I mean, by the time it gets all these languages and then comes back to the English, well, you're going to lose it, you know. And it's like I've told people, I love potato chips, I love my dog, you know, I love the country, I love my wife, I love my kids, and all of these are different forms of love, and yet it's one word that describes them all. So there's a lot lost in translation. But if you go back to the original, you know, we know that Scripture tells us, we can walk out through this grass, I guess, watch the snake. Scripture tells us that no flesh, it's going to be so bad, and everybody thinks they're the exception to the rule. It's going to be so bad that no flesh at all would be saved.
Human
Except for the elect's sake, those days would be shortened. If the days weren't shortened, no flesh. I mean, we're talking flesh,
humans,
animal,
animals?
humans, even plant
Okay.
life, you know, I mean, all flesh. In other words, the whole place.
Watch right there. I think that's deer.
Horse, actually.
So it's about relationship with God.
Yeah.
We need to be turning off our TVs, digital. I just seen this report talking about digital diet. People walking around with looking at the text, looking at their electronic devices in their own world. People even sitting at the same table say they'll text each other and they're sitting at the same table, won't have a regular conversation. So if we don't even do that with ourselves, how far are we really from God then?
Well, like I said, everybody is in a make-believe world. Everything's make-believe, you know. Relationships are make-believe. People are living on video games and computer world, you know, and everything to them. That's their life. And our finances, the money and which is a fiat currency, that's all make-believe. The idea that we're free, that's make-believe, you know. We're not free at all, unfortunately. I mean, yeah, we've got some freedoms, but even prisoners in locked behind bars have some freedom. I mean, so really, what is total freedom? Well, the ones that are free are the ones at the top that tell everybody else what to do, that rule the world, the elite, and that's real, you know.
So what would you say to those people out there that would say, well, don't really know who's running the show, whatnot, so why even worry about it? If it's not affecting me, why even worry about it? What would you say to those people?
If it's not affecting me, don't worry. I don't worry.
You're just not going to worry about it.
That's the majority. That's everybody.
What would you be your best advice to those people?
To the ones saying that, or the
Right.
ones that's being said to?
The ones that would be saying that.
That it's none of their business. It doesn't affect them.
Right.
Buckle
Everything
up.
going around.
Buckle up, yeah. Buckle up, because it's going to affect you soon enough, I grant you. The best advice I can give to you or anybody, and maybe we'll go up here and do us a little campfire and we'll get some food going, using our cup of coffee. And what I would do is learn how to survive wherever you're at. Find a place if you can get out in the country, or a place where you don't have everybody breathing down your neck. Get together with people of like mind. And we just kick out here. What we're going to do, you're going to get up, you put your foot here, we're going to get up here and we'll start a prayer. We ain't got to worry about the bugs and the snakes and all that stuff. We kick back and finish your interview on top of my truck. So, you want me to go up first, or you want to go up first? Alright. Let's make it up at home. Get the truck. Pull. More in. Here, give me your hand. Give me your hand. Come on.
What now?
Hey, don't tear off a windshield wiper. I might have just spit on you, I don't know. Alright. You sit right here, when you come to bed, what you're going to do is don't tear off a windshield wiper. Okay. Yeah, so it ain't too bad. Just don't break the windshield, right? Okay, so we can finish the interview out here if you want to. And,
That's fine.
Alright. But we got to talk loud for your camera. Alright, so anyway.
There's a nice looking chemtrail up there.
Actually,
think
that's
that
a
might be
contrail. See,
contrail.
it's going away. Yeah.
Okay, so you wanted to ask me before the sun went down, what's the deal with the skull, right?
Yeah.
That's Bob.
Not real, is it?
No, but it makes people ask a lot of questions. Yeah. I'll park it out there with the head, with old Bob sitting out there at the front of the thing, staring out into any of the drives wherever I park the truck, you know. People have a tendency to, what in the world? MJ4JC helped put that up there. I guess I should apologize to everybody for not being out here on the tubes. I've been there. I've been checking in on y'all. Humble Horse, whether or not y'all know. You guys. And Grafdale one, yeah, definitely. Can't forget Grafdale. Vern out there. Carney. I already said Carney earlier.
Oh, yeah.
And Mecca Electric and Smoking Joe Trainer, been keeping up with him, and Truther Girls, Barbarian Rebellion. I've been keeping up with everybody. Oh, and the Daily Conspiracy. My goodness, how could I forget you, buddy? And he's out driving a truck now, so see, he's going to be off for a while. All you guys out there, I've been listening to you and keeping up with everybody. I just haven't been tuning in. Well, that's not right either, is it? I've been tuning in, but not signing in. How's that? Just had a lot going on, and yeah, had a lot going on. And I'm talking to your camera again, right?
So we went out and found Photohelix. Turns out he is alive and aware, and he is looking over everyone's shoulder, even if it's from afar. So subscribe to Longing for Your Life and Photohelix, and there's many other great channels. You'll see them on our friends and subscribers, so keep your eyes open and keep watch, but haven't fallen asleep.
Yeah, basically, I'm still awake.
I'll let everybody know you're still...
I'm awake. I'm awake. That's pretty over there, isn't it? The way that sky.
Light beams come through the
that's
clouds,
awesome,
yeah.
isn't it? That's why I like it out here. It's pretty, it's peaceful, and it's not bad at all.
Man, y'all, listen to these whippoorwills. That is peaceful, isn't it?